In this video, I'm going to show you how to use pivot tables to analyze the profitability of 3 different customer types for a retailer. So this dataset contains 10,000 different transactions for a fictional retailer. Each row pertains to a different transaction. It tells you the transaction number, the type of customer that made the transaction, whether the transaction was a sale or return, whether the transaction took place online or in a store, whether the transaction was for a clearance item or for a full price item, the transaction amount, the gross margin percentage, the gross profit, and the cost of goods sold. Now the 3 customer types are coded as follows. Non-member refers to a customer that is not part of the company's loyalty program. Member with CC refers to a customer who is part of the loyalty program and also has a store credit card. Member no CC refers to a customer who is part of the loyalty program but does not have a store credit card. Now for each of these 3 customer types, we're going to use pivot tables to quickly determine the number of transactions, the percentage of transactions that were done online, the percentage of transactions that are for clearance items, the percentage of transactions that were returns, the average transaction value excluding returns, total net sales, and total gross profit. So let's create our pivot table. Click the tab in the ribbon that says Insert, and then click here where it says Pivot Table. Note that Excel highlights what it thinks is your data set. If that's not the data set you want to use, you can change your data source by clicking here. You'll also have the option of putting the pivot table in an existing worksheet, although I'm going to choose to put it in a new worksheet and I'm going to click OK. So Excel has created a new worksheet called Sheet 2. This is going to be the location of our new pivot table. Our pivot table fields are here on the right. Note that these correspond to the headers from our data set. By the way, if you ever click outside the pivot table, the fields will disappear, but you can bring them right back by clicking inside the pivot table. I'm going to blow this up to make it easier for you to see. Now we're ready to answer our first question. How many transactions were there for each customer type? To answer this, just click where it says Customer Type and then click where it says Transaction Number. Note that this gives us the sum total of transaction numbers for each customer type. That's not very helpful. What we'd really like to do is count the number of transactions. To do this, just right-click inside the pivot table, move down to where it says Summarize Values By, and select Count. Wasn't that easy? Now we can see that members without a credit card are responsible for 7,500 of the 10,000 total transactions in our data set. It looks like this is the company's most frequent customer. But let's go a step further. What percentage of these transactions took place online? To answer this, we're going to start by clicking Location Transaction Occurred. This tells us the number of online and in-store transactions for each customer type. But we want to know the percentage breakdown for each customer type. To find this, just right-click inside the pivot table, go to where it says Show Values As, and then click Percent of Parent Total. Now click OK, and it tells you the percentage breakdown for each customer type. We can see that non-members did 98% of their transactions inside the store, whereas members with a credit card did 22% of their transactions online. With just a couple of clicks more, we can also see the percentage of transactions that were for clearance items. Simply check the box that says Clearance or Full Price and uncheck the box Location Transaction Occurred. This shows that nearly a quarter of transactions for members without a credit card were for clearance items. That's nearly double the percentage for members with a credit card. Non-members didn't pay clearance prices for any items, but that has to do with the way I set up the dataset. I assume that non-members aren't eligible for clearance prices. Now with just a couple of clicks more, we can see the percentage of transactions that were returns. Simply click the box that says Sale or Return and uncheck the box that says Clearance or Full Price. Just 6% of transactions by members with a credit card were returns, compared to 23% of transactions for non-members. It looks like members were a lot less likely to return merchandise. Now, what if we wanted to know the average transaction value, excluding returns? This one's just a little bit harder. Click here where it says Transaction Amount. Now uncheck where it says Transaction Number and Sale or Return. Then click and drag Sale or Return to where it says Filters. If we scroll up, we'll see this here. Click on it, click where it says Sale, click OK. And now we have our total gross sales. But we want the average transaction value. To find that, just right-click inside the pivot table, go to where it says Summarize Values As, and click Average. So there you go. We have the average transaction value for each customer type, excluding returns. We can see that non-members spent about $78 with each purchase, members with a credit card spent about $76, and members without a credit card spent the least, just $52 for each purchase. Now, if you wanted to see total net sales, which is gross sales minus returns, you would uncheck where it says sale or return, right-click on the pivot table, go to where it says summarize values by, and click sum. We can see that members without a credit card are responsible for $309,000 of the company's $452,000 in total net sales. And if we wanted to know the gross profit for each customer type, we just come over here, click gross profit, and uncheck the box that says transaction amount. And we can see that members without a credit card were responsible for $130,000 of the company's $197,000 in total gross profit. And that's it. If you'd like to download the Excel file that I used in this video, you can sign up for my email list using the link in the description section below. Or to access the Excel file immediately, you can become a supporter on Patreon.